How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to Syracuse Aviation, and welcome back to another airport update of Cedar Creek Regional Airport. Today's Cedar Creek update, there's a lot of interesting stuff going on here, a couple new routes, and we're going to be seeing a lot more of our airport expansion kind of progress stuff, so we're excited to get into this. So we'll get started right here, pulling off of taxiway Charlie. This is a American Airlines 737-800. This aircraft is just now pulling in from Dallas-Fort Worth, so this is a new service for us here with American Airlines. It's 3 daily at the current time. It's probably going to be upgraded because there's a lot of demand for Dallas, but really ambitious of them to start 3 daily 737-800s. Definitely thinking with the way the airport's headed, I think this will get upgraded frequency in the future, so it's very exciting to see that. So yeah, welcome American Airlines to Dallas, to Cedar Creek Regional Airport. And at gate 1, as usual, is the Delta A319 on the one of the 5 daily flights to Atlanta Hartsfield Jackson International Airport. Still going strong here on the A319 as all the other updates. Thinking that they might throw A321, 752, 738s on this route at some point. That'd be really cool to see. It probably wouldn't be every flight, every day. It'd probably just be like morning and late night flights for the business rush, I guess. But nothing confirmed yet. I'm just kind of guessing with the direction of the airport's headed. It's kind of easy to tell which routes are going to do well and improve in the future. So we'll see, though. For now, it's really nice to have the A319. Definitely nice to get some use out of this aircraft before they're retired from Delta's fleet. So very nice to see the Delta 319 here at Cedar Creek. And right next to the Delta A319 is this Delta Connection CRJ700, pushing back the service to Detroit. Alright, yet again another new service for Cedar Creek, similarly to American Airlines Dallas-Fort Worth route. For Delta Airlines here, we have the 717 in on a service from Minneapolis-St. Paul, so this is a new destination, as I was saying. This is a little bit less than Dallas, but still nice to see. This is a twice daily service, so they head out at 6 a.m. and 6 p.m. Then what happens is they fly back into Cedar Creek at 9, and then they overnight and they head back out at 6. So once again, they arrive at 6, or they depart at 6 a.m., they fly back, and then they head back out at 6 p.m., then they overnight after the aircraft lands at 9. So this is really cool to see an aircraft overnighting here at Cedar Creek. I'm hoping we start to see more of these in the future, so then I can actually start doing some nighttime updates or early morning updates. Would be really cool to see that, so we'll see. But very nice for Delta to be opening up a new service here out of Cedar Creek, and we have one more Delta aircraft to get to. The last Delta aircraft for the update is this Delta Connection CRJ900. This aircraft is getting bags on as well as fuel. This aircraft is on the second daily flight to New York LaGuardia. This is pretty similar to the Minneapolis route here out of Cedar Creek. Only difference is they don't overnight, so this is still 6 a.m. and 6 p.m. Once again, it just doesn't stay here overnight. So very nice to see Delta here. Delta pretty much figured that because they're adding more destinations out of here, they're planning to do some more in the future, but it doesn't sound like they'll add more gates. But they figured now that they have Minneapolis and Atlanta and of course Detroit and LaGuardia, they should probably try and get a hold of some more gates. So that's why they have 1 through 4 now. So very nice to see Delta's presence being expanded even further here at Cedar Creek. Very excited for what's to come. Gate 5 currently is empty. This is where the American 738 will pull into. And next to that at Gate 6 is the American Eagle E175 with enhanced winglets. This aircraft will be heading out to Charlotte, North Carolina after an arrival from Charlotte, North Carolina. Very nice to see Charlotte still going strong here with the 175, hoping that we get some upgrades in the future. I'm thinking if we get upgrades, it'll be frequency upgrade. Maybe they'll do larger aircraft on certain times of the day. That's what a lot of airports this size have been doing with their frequencies, as well as airports pretty much everywhere. But who knows what this could be? Could be anything, but it'd be nice to see some more variety here. But we'll have to see. I don't have any big plans yet, so right now, just the 175. Still, nevertheless, really nice to see. I think the 175 with enhanced winglets. It's a super, super nice regional jet. It looks great with the American livery, so I'm very glad to see it here. And next up here is this Allegiant Air Airbus A319 in the new livery at Gate 7. This aircraft will be making a turnaround flight to Orlando Sanford today. And I apologize for the glare and the somewhat top view, but we have the Southwest 737-700 in the Heart livery. This aircraft, as per usual, or not as per usual, now that I have 2 Southwest, but This one will be heading out to Baltimore, which is still 5 daily. It's been very consistent with Baltimore. It's not really necessarily a bad thing, at least it's not doing worse where they have to decrease the frequency or anything. So very nice to see Baltimore going 5 daily, 737-700. And just like the last update, as we had the inaugural flight to Chicago Midway, we have that flight represented in today's update as well. Obviously it's just not the inaugural, but yeah, we have the Canadian Blue 737-700 with splits. Once again, heading out to Chicago Midway. Southwest has been doing very well with this route, it seems. It'd be nice to see them upgrade this to a 737-800. I don't know what the frequency on that flight would be, upgrading the capacity like that, but I'm assuming Chicago. It kind of depends on what United does. If they come in, they're probably going to start with Chicago, O'Hare, and Newark. In that case, if it's Chicago, then that might hurt this route a little bit. Probably wouldn't be too much though, because a lot of people love to fly Southwest, just because of their airfare and their service apparently is really good. So yeah, it's very nice to see Chicago Midway here at Cedar Creek. It would be nice to see more variety with Chicago O'Hare, hopefully at United at some point, but for the time being, Southwest will be taking care of all the demand for Chicago. And down here is the rest of the airport that's not yet ready to accommodate any aircraft, but this is kind of what we're dealing with. You can see the jet bridges are being installed. Yeah, these two Southwest gates are kind of not complete if you compare them to the rest, but that's what we're dealing with here. This is a bag of rocks that I was using for the taxiways, such as over here. So it's kind of a nice little border idea that I had, and obviously you have the big pile of rocks there, and then the tweezers that I lay them down with. A lot of airports these days, I don't know what this is for, but they paint concrete areas green. I think this is to show where aircraft aren't supposed to go, to make the pilots think it's grass or something. Could be completely wrong, but I kind of like the look of it, so I figured it'd be nice to include a little stretch of that here. So that's what this is. Looking very nice. The only unfortunate thing about these rocks is the super glue. When it dries, I guess it leaves like a residue for some reason. That's what this white stuff is. I can scrape it off, just you run the risk of damaging the paint if you do that. So you have to be pretty careful is the only downside. So the airport's coming along. All I really need to do is do the runway markings. So that's going to be the white lines on the sides, the piano keys, the numbers, touchdown zones, all of that. I almost did that, but I put one piece of frog tape down and I realized I ran out. So I have to wait to get more of that. I don't know when it'll be where I can acquire that. I'll try to do it as soon as possible because I want to get this runway in use. But yeah, that pretty much sums up what the airport has been for the last month or so. So some new routes. Slowly but surely the airport is being finished, or constructed, I guess. So I hope you guys are enjoying that. I know I certainly am. Hope you guys are excited for what's to come. And with that all being said, thank you for watching. If you have any questions or comments, leave me a comment below. If you enjoyed the video or all my other content, please consider subscribing with the notification bell on. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.